The ignorance of our community. So, just leave people alone. You have no business making takfir. Nobody has any business. And if you hear people make takfir, just don't even listen to those people. You can give them advice if they're friends of yours or you know them or they're relatives. Just be careful. Don't make takfir of people. Even people that make takfir of the ulama, Ibn Arabi, there is things in the books of Ibn Arabi that outwardly are kufr. That is true. But Imam As-Soeyoeti wrote a book warning, it's called al-Ghabie, reminding the idiot about calling Ibn Arabi a Kaafir. That's what it's called. al-Ghabie fi Takfier Ibn Arabi. Reminding the idiot about calling Ibn Arabi a Kaafir. The danger of it. Because you don't know what Ibn Arabi died on. You don't know, Imam Sha'rani said, he wrote this himself. Imam Sha'rani said he learned all four madhabs. He's one of the few ulama in the history of Islam that's noted for knowing the four madhabs. He wrote a book called Al-Mizan, which compares all four madhabs. It's one of the most amazing books in the history of Islamic intellectual history. Imam Sha'rani said he didn't write until he knew the four madhabs. He'd mastered all the sciences of his time. And he said when he wrote his books, he used to find them in the souk, and his enviers would put things in there. Mistakes and put things, outrageous statements and things, because they hated him so much. So if you read his Tabaqat al-Awliya, there's things in there, there's no way that he put that in there. And they use those to attack him. Imam Sha'rani, he was an imam. So don't say Imam Sha'rani is a kafir. But if you see something in the book and you have a hujjah that it's wrong, you can point it out. That was done. There's nothing wrong with that. Tarbisu Iblis is an excellent book. Ibn al-Jawzi wrote a book against the Soefies of his time. And it's a book that a certain group loves to quote all the time. Talbisu Iblis is a very useful book. But the ulama, like Sidi Ahmed Zarruq, warns about that book because he said, whenever you get excess in the ummah, you will get the ulama that redress it by going to another excess, to pull people back to the middle. So there was a lot of outrageous Sufi behavior, so you got some of the ulama that wrote to try to bring people back to a more middle way. And so sometimes they go overboard. And Ibn al-Jawzi, who I love, and his books are filled with the words of the people of tasawwuf. He himself had tasawwuf. There's no doubt about that. So, and again, people, our ummah is just filled with, a lot of just really ignorant people that only read one thing or study one thing. This deen is vast. It's vast. It takes years to master.